Good afternoon, everybody. It's Marie from Teti Soap, and we're going to be doing our Sweden soap today. So I had a lot of ideas to start with. Swedish meatballs was one, but I thought that was too simple. Then I thought about the musical group ABBA, but I don't know how to make a musical soap, so that wasn't a viable option. And I looked at the climate, I looked at the history, being a Norse country or Nordic country, so the Norse mythology was part of their history, and Vikings and all that, and I thought about making a soap in the shape of a Viking hat with the horns, but I thought, well, that might not be very politically correct. And so I then decided that Sweden is very well known for its weaving patterns. For those who weave, a lot of the very nice patterns come from Sweden, and a lot of famous weavers, actually, or very good weavers, are from Sweden. There's a whole Swedish method to weaving. So because I'm learning how to weave, I thought I would do a soap with a kind of a cloth woven pattern on top of it. So hopefully that will work. Okay, so let's put our lye water in here. Okay. So we're going to stick blend this a little bit. Turn the power bar on, Marie. How many times have I done that? Oh, my gosh. I got up this morning all stiff and sore still. We had the big snowstorm a few days ago, and I ended up doing a lot of shoveling. Which is kind of strange because last year we had a very, very mild winter and we had hardly any snow at all. So I have a snowblower that I own with my neighbor, and he usually takes care of it and does all the snow blowing, and then we store it in my garage. But last year he didn't put any gas in it because we didn't need it. So this year he forgot to put gas in it, and of course when you need it, it was not working because I had no gas in it. So that's why I ended up doing some shoveling. Okay. So the plan here is to make, I'm going to attempt, like I said, to make kind of a woven pattern. I'm going to use a tray mold, and then I'm just going to do my design on top of it. Oh, there's something in here. What is that little thing floating? Don't know what it is. We'll take it out anyway. Alien piece of stuff. Oh, wow. Let me just clean up my mess before I... Really? Well, it wouldn't be me without making a mess. Okay, I think it's nicely mixed. It's not a trace at all, but we're going to start with this. We're going to put some into two little cups to make our different colors. I'm going to be using blue and yellow, and hopefully with a bit of green in there. Oh, I've got to take that out. Do you ever have days sometimes when you're just kind of like just totally disorganized? Well, it's one of those days today. No! I gotta put the fragrance in. See, this is what I did last time. I forgot the fragrance. Okay. Oy, my. Okay, so this fragrance is actually equal parts of oil of spearmint and oil of peppermint. So it's kind of a really nice, clean fragrance. And this also has my castor oil in it. So I would have been really, really, really up the creek if I hadn't put that in. we go. So, I'm going to blend this a little bit more. What am I doing blending with my big blender? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is what I want. Okay. And actually, I don't know if I'm going to even stick blend that, the oils, because I'm going to be putting some titanium dioxide in the main batch, and I'm going to be putting some blue oxide and some yellow oxides for my colors. They're going to get mixed in then a little bit more. So I think this will be good. Like that. Okay, so now it really smells nice. So now, no matter what the soap looks like, it will smell nice. Okay. So I've got my blue color in there with a little bit of oil. Oh boy, this is too heavy. Let me just rearrange this a bit here. Use two hands. Okay. Alright, so there's a blue. I'm going to get a little mix here. Nice blue color. We'll stick blend it a little bit more, and so it will lighten up a bit. And because it's got a few little specks in there. And I'm hoping that when I am done with the yellow stripes and the blue stripes, ooh, I don't need as much yellow, oh well. I'm going to mix some of the yellow and blue together and get a little bit of green going, since blue and yellow together make green. And when the stripes in the woven cloth, you often see like a third color produced when the two different threads intersect. So I'm going to put these away. I don't need that yet. Okay, so the main batch is getting a titanium dioxide treatment. Why does it keep dripping? Stop dripping! Stop it! Stop. Okay. Here we go. Take it up. Take a little bit. So I'm using some water-soluble titanium dioxide, and I mixed it with some glycerin. I'm going to use my little frother to mix this. I don't know if you can see, it kind of mixes quite nicely. Because I have found out that you really have to mix the dickens out of this stuff, otherwise you get the crackly effect sometimes when it gels. Or then sometimes you also get specks. Stop. Okay. So let me just move this so you can see it. And in we go. I can tell my soap is getting warm. So it's going to start thickening up a little bit. Which is good, because when I pour it into the tray mold, I want it to set up so that when I put the pattern on it, it's not going to sink. That's the plan. But nothing always goes, well, things don't always go according to plan, so anything can happen. That's kind of the fun thing about soap making is you think you know what you're doing, then you find out you didn't. Or sometimes the soap has other ideas. So we'll give it a little more zing. Okay, I think it's, yeah, it's good. Try not to bang this on the side. So I saw somebody do that. Just kind of like wing, 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 around like that. So this is kind of nice. Uniform white base. We're going to get our mold and we're going to pour this in there. There's a mold. And I don't have to keep any for the top, so everything's going to go in there. Okay. You go in there too. Alrighty. Okay. So this is getting set. It's a little bit jiggly, but I think it's going to be fine. If we're careful about pouring our top layers, I think we should be alright. So I'm going to be making some blue stripes and then some yellow stripes. And then where the blue and the yellow intersect, I'm going to put some green. So we'll see how that works. So let's start. I was going to pour them on, but I think I'm just going to drop them on like this. And I'm going to use a skinnier spatula. I think that'll be better. Because I want my stripes to be fairly even, and I don't want them so thick. So here we go. Like that. Well, so much for even. You know what? I know what I'm going to do there. I'm going to put a stripe in the other direction. Oops. But be careful here not to dig too deep. Oh, stop that. This is not as easy as I thought it would be. Let's tamp it down a bit. Yeah, no. Okay, well, I'm going to put another stripe here. we'll pretend that this is hand woven by me. I'm still learning, so my projects are a little bit uneven. We should say it's eclectic. Okay, now let's put some across here, like that. Another one here. I should have probably made a diagram of what I was going to do instead of just winging it, but, well. One down here. Like that. Alright, let's tamp it down. Maybe you can get those Alright. Now the yellow is a little bit thick. I'm not going to use that technique for the yellow because I want my lines to be quite a bit thinner. So, I'm going to try to just pour it very thin. Maybe not. Well, that's not working. Okay, so we'll put Okay, Marie, you were supposed to put green where they intersect, not yellow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. This is going to look very interesting. I have an incredible urge to start swirling everything. Which, you know what? I just might do. Alright, let's get some green in there. Let's see what that will look like. My green is a little bit funny looking because I actually mixed the blue and the yellow together. So, come on, green. 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 Okay, this is supposed to be green. Put green on top. Anybody gonna notice? Yeah. Green. 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 I can't say I'm too crazy about it. I've got lots of green left. What to do? I'm going to put some green all along here. Some thin lines of green. And I'll try to fix the rest. Let me redeem it a little bit. Okay, now we need a little bit more green for across here. Should have done that with the blue. I wouldn't have had such thick lines. Oh well. Live and learn. Well, I think I'm not going to play with it anymore because otherwise I'm just going to end up mucking it up. We'll tamp it down. Sweden. Hi guys, it's Marie from Tetty Soap with Sweden. So this is what it looks like. And in hindsight, I thought, gee, I could have used piping bags to make my stripes. That probably would have been a lot better, and it would have been straighter and not as gloppy. The other thing is my batter was a bit thicker than I would have wanted it to be. It would have been easier if it had been thinner. It could have spread a little bit easier rather than glop around. But anyway, so this is supposed to look like a woven cloth. And we'll just assume that it's a cloth woven by a maniac or a drunkard. That's better. A drunkard is all kind of... Anyway, so let's cut this and see what it looks like inside. Of course, it's not going to look much like anything inside because it should be pretty much just white. And it's a bit... Oh, it's been a while since I've cut a slab mold soap. There you go. Okay, let's get without mushing it. Come on, come on. On the side it's very plain, very boring on the top. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut it and try not to mess it up any more than it is. Okay, so here we go. Let's arrange the little family together. Of course, I'm going to clean them up, bevel the edges. And, ooh, this one's kind of crooked. La-la. Okay, so there you go. You get an idea. I'll clean them up and get a group picture all together. But there's Sweden.